Good morning. We want to welcome you this morning to the Drainage District Board of Directors meeting posted for today, October 30th, 2018. The entire court being present, we have a quorum. Please join us in prayer.
Thank you, Judge. Let us pray. Father God, again, we give you many thanks, Lord, for another day that you've given us. Lord, thank you for the opportunity you provide for us to serve, Lord. We continue to pray for the leadership here of our county, Lord. Continue to pray for the judge and 4 commissioners that you've appointed to lead this great county of ours, Lord. Continue to bless them with your wisdom, Lord. Continue to give them your peace as they continue to make the decisions that affect us all, Lord. I continue to ask for your wisdom as well, Lord, for the Drainage District, for all our workers at the Drainage District, Lord. Continue to watch over us. Continue to guide us, Lord. Continue to pray for all those around us, Lord. Continue to lift up all those that are battling illness as well, Lord. We continue to pray for them, Lord. Pray for their families as well, Lord, and give them your peace that only comes through your Son, Jesus, Lord. Thank you again for the opportunities you provide us to serve, Lord. May we do our best in all that we do, Lord. I ask you in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Under open forum, did anybody sign up?
Yes, sir.
Just get an agenda for me.
2 participants.
An agenda for me.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
We do have 1 participant. I will ask the audience, please repeat the speaker's time at the podium. There's a 3-minute time limit, and I will advise when there's 1 minute. Our speaker is Marta Sanchez.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
I just wanted to remind you that we're still waiting for the translation. You say that the end of the month will be done. I know that Mr. Garza has been keeping me updated. He said that you're working a contract, but I don't know how long it takes, this contract, but we are ready for the translation. You said that on October will be done, so I just wanted to remind you that we're still waiting. We're still anxious, and we would like to see the translation soon. Okay. And the other thing, I just wanted to thank Mr. Fuentes and Mr. Cecin for attending our, Mr. Fuentes, you sent Mr. Cabeza de Vaca, and Mr. Fuentes, and Mr. Cecin for attending our summit, Colonial Summit, where we had over 100 leaders, and we appreciate your participation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else? No, sir. On our consent agenda, any concern?
None that I'm aware of, sir, no.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Great. Thank you, sir. Item 5, discussion of Delta Region Water Management Project. Commissioner Fuentes, if you'd like.
Did you have any updates?
Well, okay, yeah. The updates, we're back.
Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, north of La Villa, Uncle Peter's Road, we have a press release that went out from the judge's office and Julia Sullivan. We've posted this on our Facebook page and on our website. We are going to be having a groundbreaking over at the Panchita structure, which would be the first phase of the Delta Reclamation Project. We've invited, obviously, everybody here, and some of our regional partners, Cameron County, Willacy County, some people from the west, McAllen, and people that would be impacted by the increased capacity that we're looking at adding off of the main drain. I'd like to thank the Drainage District for their coordination of efforts as far as helping us put everything together. I know that this is going to be a joint groundbreaking put on by yourself and Precinct 1 assisting. But we're looking forward to it. We think it's historic. We have some people out there working already, and we're starting to already start digging the reservoir that we're going to be connecting to the main drain. So with that being said, we invite everybody to come out and be a part of this occasion tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's correct.
Costumes are our option.
Exactly. I was going to say, my staff is saying, can we work? I said, come on. Let's dress like we're workers or something. Maybe we can act like, no. We can anyway dress up. We have also, afterwards, the City of La Villa is having a little luncheon, groundbreaking recap at 11:30 there at the city, so welcome to attend that as well afterwards. So they wanted to for us to mention that as well. So, and yeah, on the status, you just summed it up, Commissioner. We do have equipment out there. We're coordinating already the construction effort to start that excavation process. So yes, right. Okay, yes, sir. If I may, item 6. Approval to accept donation of property via general warranty deed at no cost to the Dow County Drainage District Number 1, being 69.86 acre tract out of being all of lots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and south 8.6 acres of 6, Block 4, Texas Gardens of Dow County, Texas, as per map recorded in Volume 8, page 57, map records, Dow County, Texas, and authorized district manager to execute documents to accept such donations subject to legal review. Legal has already reviewed this item and is part of the detention facility in the west portion of the county. In Precinct 3, we are looking at converting. It's an old abandoned caliche pit. We're going to take it over and abandon. It's part of our master plan to get drainage coming into it as well. The district will be managing those efforts. So legal has reviewed it, and everything's in order.
Move for approval. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 7, request approval of budget amendment for general fund 110 from transfer out account in the amount of $500,000 for engineering studies for Dow County Precinct 3 and equipment and vehicle rentals for Precinct 1 expenditures.
Move for approval. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 8, authority to advertise and approval of plan specification developed by project engineer Cytex Infrastructure Group LLC for Dow County Drainage District Number 1, RCW Subdivision Drainage Improvement Project, RFP number ACDD 1-18-060-1121, including the re-advertising of projects in the event no bids responses are received and are rejected and projects still required. This is part of the Precinct 4 work that we're doing under the Rural Colonia Fund and trying to get drainage, first time drainage to this area. So.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 9, requesting approval of supplement agreement number 1 to add language in various articles related to payment procedures and percentages for the professional engineering service agreement, B2Z Engineering LLC, for the provisions of on-call professional engineering service, contract number CACD 1-17-0510919, subject to legal review and compliance, House Bill 2025, if applicable.
So move.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
We do have just one item in executive session.
We do not have it?
We have one.
Okay.
Yes.
Pursuant to 551-071 and 072 of the Texas Government Code, need a motion to proceed to executive session.
Move for approval. Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Open session.
Thank you, sir. 11A, real estate acquisition. We will proceed as directed. 11B, no action.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. At this time, we're going to be convening our regular meeting of the Hidalgo County Commissioners Court, posted for today, October 30th, 2018. The entire court being present, we have a quorum. Please join us in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty God, we come together today for the good of the citizens of Hidalgo County. Give us your wisdom as we make decisions that will affect them today and in the years to come. Help us to work well together, recognizing that each of us are here because we want what's best for Hidalgo County. We ask for your blessing and your guidance. Amen. And if you could all remain standing for a moment of silence. Hidalgo County Commissioners Court observes a moment of silence in remembrance of the victims of the Tree of Life synagogue shooting. The county mourns the 11 killed in the senseless, hate-fueled murders and offers our deepest condolences to the survivors, to the families, and to the Jewish community. We stand in solidarity with Pittsburgh, Allegheny County, and the members of the Tree of Life synagogue. We also remember one of our own family members, Mr. Fabian Ramirez, a 21-year employee of the Hidalgo County Probation Department. He passed away on October 23rd at the age of 56 and is survived by his wife Denise and daughter Delisa. Peace be with them. Thank you.
Our consent agenda, any concerns?
Yes, sir, there are. There's a concerns or observations? So I'd like to take out of consent agenda item 5, consent agenda item 5A, consent agenda item 8B, and consent agenda item 10A 1 and 2.
Move to approve without those.
Second. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item 5A, Planning Department. It'll be subject to the permit fee and the applications for court action.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
I'm asking no action under item 8B, consent agenda item 8B. And consent agenda item 10A 1 and 2, for the record, Commissioner Fuentes is abstaining from any discussion and or action on this item. If I could have a motion.
So moved.
To approve.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you.
All right, we move up to item 5A.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Michael Leo, County Judge's Office. 5A is just a short presentation of the United Way of South Texas Hidalgo County campaign kickoff, and really it's just an update. Last week we had our second annual department heads and elected officials campaign kickoff at the Echo Hotel. The purpose of it is just to, inform the department heads that we're going to be launching the upcoming United Way campaign, which starts in January. The campaign starts in January. However, we're going to be reaching out to department heads and elected officials to schedule the presentations within the next coming weeks. So we just want to let the department heads and elected officials be aware of that. Also, we'd like to thank everybody that was involved, everyone that participated, everybody that attended. Our guest speaker that this year as well as last year was Commissioner Cantu. And at that event, what we also did as a result from something that actually happened last year that Ms. Chapa helped encourage was friendly participation among everybody. And we acknowledged Precinct 1 Commissioner David Fuentes, Precinct 2 Commissioner Edwin Cantu for accepting the challenge, stepping up to the challenge, and we just wanted to give them a token of our appreciation. With that, I don't know if Commissioner Cantu, if you want to add a few words regarding what we're doing here.
So we're just asking that each department gets out there as the leader of their department to just be able to allow United Way to make a presentation to their staff and encourage the staff to do what they can. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different situation at home, obviously, but leave the staff the opportunity to make a donation through their check to United Way. And, of course, anybody can look on the website and see all the good work that United Way does throughout the community. It's a way to give to one entity that gives to many organizations instead of having to give yourself to many different entities. For the last few years, Precinct 2 has been number one in terms of dollar amount given. We will probably be there again this year, and the facts are the facts.
Alabama.
Yeah, I guess we're the Alabama of United Way donations, but the sheriff's office has already stepped up tremendously. I think they've given 100% increase in their donation from last year. So we're hoping that every department can at least increase it a small percentage, or be like the sheriff's department, increase it a lot. We had the district attorney at the breakfast, and he's vowed to go to his staff and do the best that they can. So I think that there's going to be a tremendous increase from their staff. But thank you all for being leaders. Like I mentioned at the breakfast, is that we're put in this position not because of our backgrounds. It's because we were chosen as leaders. So let's lead by asking our staff to do what they can, and that's what we did at the breakfast.
Thank you. Just to the department heads and to the other rest of the elected officials, just if you can assist us in coordinating, we'll be reaching out to everybody to schedule the presentations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.
All right, item 6, our DA's office. Bob, did you want to handle it?
Yes, I'll go ahead and take care for the district attorney's office. It's for their Victims Assistance Program, which is it's Fund 1281, and it's approval to submit a grant. The grant number is 2924302. It's for a budget adjustment to the Office of the Governor.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
And if I may, for the DA's office under HIDA Task Force, they're requesting approval of payment for a reimbursement of $20.57, and this would be to Agent Martinez, including authority for the county treasurer to issue payment after review and auditing procedures are completed by our county auditor.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Item 8, our Sheriff's Office.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
Chief Herrera from the Sheriff's Office. Item 8A1, approval of agreement for law enforcement locations to access agreement under the trade.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item 2, authorization for the county sheriff to sign the agreement.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
B1, requesting acceptance and approval for purchase of placards for employees' recognition for years of service with the Hidalgo County Sheriff's Office.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
B2, requesting acceptance and approval for public purpose purchase of medals in recognition of Hidalgo County Sheriff's officers for public service to Hidalgo County.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you, that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Item 9, Constable Precinct 1.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Martin Blanco on behalf of Constable Assistant Auditor. I have one item to discuss. Item 9A, discussion, consideration, approval for Hidalgo County Constable Precinct 1 to appoint Medardo Villarreal as Deputy Constable as per local government code section 86.011.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you, John. Have a good day.
Thank you. Item 10, Mr. Garrett.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners. Item 10A1, update on ongoing county-owned building construction, relocation, and renovation repair projects. There's no action to be taken. Item 10B, emergency situations occurrences last agenda meeting. As an emergency, just to let the court know, we did have yesterday at the courthouse, as you enter the county clerk's office on the southeast side, one of the large pane windows cracked, and it was a severe crack. So it was stabilized yesterday, and the repairs are going to be done today. And so obviously we've taken precautions so that nobody's near that general area as they're working on it. So item B, I'm asking approval to accept settlement money order from Eliseo Candego in the amount of $518.50 to settle an auto damage claim with one of our county vehicles.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
And I'm going to, for right now, item 10C, I'll come back to it a little later in the agenda. Item 11, Mr. Seguero.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Item 11 for Human Resources, 11A, requesting waiver of the budget amendment policy for personnel-related amendments that are listed below.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item B is for the Planning Department, the classification pay plan salary schedule. Back in prior to April when we implemented, we had agreed on the correct grade and step for this position, but we failed to annotate it. So we're asking approval to correct slot number 210, and it's a correction there, program 001, slot 0024, position title GIS Operator 3, from grade 11 step 1. It should have been a grade 11 step 3, effective April 30, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Related item is 2, is approval to pay back the amount that the employee lost, and the total is $1,513.98, employee number 227196.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Mr. Seguero, with respect to the back pay of the $1,500 and change,
Yes, sir.
that was as a result of clerical error?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are we addressing the other issue that we have in one of our law enforcement sections?
I believe, we have addressed one. We have one that I think is still pending.
Okay.
We have a question with the auditors.
Okay, and I'm going to ask that if we can please expedite that so we can get
Okay.
on the agenda for next week.
Thank you, sir. Item C for the tax office. The tax office, if you will recall, Judge Commissioners, they had a chief fraud investigator and two assistant investigators that deal with fraud related to registration of vehicles, fraud related to the sales tax and the valuation of vehicles and that sort of thing. They've reorganized that department. They had some issues that they were addressing. They're asking to delete 5 Deputy Clerk 1 positions that are listed, slot 93, 103, 116, 122, and 125. And on the next page, they're making the changes to the division. They're actually adding a net 2 positions. They're going to have 5 positions. They're going to have an investigator 3, a fraud investigator 2 ones, and a monitor. Those are the 5 positions so that they will work with the Department of Motor Vehicles in addressing these issues. So the need is to do 3 title changes. Slot 10 from Fraud Investigator 1 to Auto Theft Fraud Unit Investigator 1. Slot 178 from Fraud Investigator 1 to Auto Theft Fraud Unit Investigator 1. And title change 005, slot Senior Auto Theft Investigator to Auto Theft Investigator Unit Investigator 3. Those are the title changes. And they're creating 2 slots, slot 0207, Auto Theft Fraud Investigator 2, and slot 0208, Auto Fraud Unit Monitor 1. Those are for the fraud units. Slot 0209, that's the research analyst. That's for the property tax division. It's unrelated to the auto unit. So there's a net increase of 2 positions that are being created for that unit and 1 for property tax, and the need to reduce the other 5 to accomplish it. There's a net savings overall. There's no additional cost to the county.
But you're deleting 5 and creating 2?
We're creating net 2. Well, 2 for the unit, for the fraud unit, and 1 for the property tax. The research analyst, it has to do with the appraising.
You're deleting 5, how many you create total?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
5, and how many are you creating?
3, net 3.
All right.
2 for the fraud unit and 1 for property tax.
Do you need action on it?
Yes, sir. If the court agrees.
What do you think, Raul?
I recommend we do that. So we've been working with the tax office on this fraud issue on the fraud unit for quite a while.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
And item 2 is approval to revise the classified positions list. That's just to bring to court the most current, up-to-date classified position list as we have changed titles or added positions to the list.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners. Just a side note, we're doing well with the classification plan. Most departments are adhering to it and seem to be working quite well with it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners.
Item 12. Health.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners. Eddie Olivares, Hidalgo County Health and Human
Morning,
Services. We have item 12A, sir. Presentation and discussion on pre-approved interlocal with remote area medical, allowing them to provide vision services at Precinct 10 Community Resource Center on December 16th to the 19th. We're very proud of this. Commissioner Cantu and his team have done a great job over the last several years in working with RAM and providing support services through the different partner agencies, Lupe, Rise, and some of the other community agencies there at the CRC. Commissioner, any update you want to give on that or input on that for this event, sir?
No, I don't have that information.
Okay. Well, no, thank you.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Yeah, that item, sir, the voting.
We didn't need any action, right?
No, we have an agreement with them. It's pre-approved already agreement, so it's all good. You can take action on just that on the record.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion
We're looking
carries.
forward to helping probably a couple of hundred families and children with this. This is a good event. It's a really good event, and Precinct 2 does a good job with this. Item 12B is acceptance of notification for the Texas Department of State Health Services to add language as an administrative change to the grant contracts as listed on the notice. The new language allows for contractors to transfer funds between budget categories other than equipment in indirect cost categories not to exceed 25% of total contract value during a contract year. We used to have this before, sir, and they moved it to 10%, but HHSC just went back to the original plan originally. So we just need action just so we can have that on record.
So move approval. Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Sir, item C and item D, there is no action unless you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Item 13, our IT department.
Judge, Commissioners, with respect to item 13, I'm asking court to approve for the County's Justice Court Technology Fund, the purchase of equipment for the County Justice Police offices.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Second action item would be requesting authority to purchase the following hardware. It's a Gemalto Cognet MyTouch 02-200. It is a piece of hardware. It's a time clock, and the funding has already been addressed.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 14, Precinct 1.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Morning.
Precinct 1 is requesting approval to accept the counter offer to purchase a tract of land known as parcel number 44B and number 44C associated with the Mile 6 West Road Improvement Project, with authority for the county judge to sign the administrative evaluation and approval form.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 15, Precinct 2.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Item 15A is an agreement with TxDOT, Precinct 2, Dicker Road, 23rd Street to Jackson Road. Requesting approval for the county judge to sign TxDOT Form ROWA-10, tabulation of values for all parcels associated with the Precinct 2 Dicker Road project until the completion of this project.
So move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15B1, requesting approval of an interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of San Juan regarding road improvements for the Precinct 2 Cesar Chavez Road project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15B2, in accordance with Section 791.014 of the Texas Government Code, requesting approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement project for the Precinct 2 Cesar Chavez Road project from Business 83 to Hall Acres Road.
So move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15C1, requesting approval of an interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of San Juan regarding road improvements for the Precinct 2 Highline Road project, which is Veterans Boulevard to Stewart Road.
So move.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 15C2, in accordance with Section 79.014 of the Texas Government Code, requesting approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement for the Precinct 2 Highline Road project, which is, again, Veterans Boulevard to Stewart Road.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 16, our Budget Office.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. Sergio Cruz, Department of Budget Management. Item 16A is requesting approval to submit the 2019 Hidalgo County Formula Grant Program application for the Indigenous Defense Program and approval of the resolution in support.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 16B is approval and concurrence of the plans of proposed San Salvador's U.S. Land Port of Entry northbound improvements, CSJ 092102-369, with authority for the county judge to sign the necessary title sheets for this project.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 16C, pursuant to local government code, section 111, .070 is approval of emergency appropriation from the general fund balance in the amount of $24,877.49. And this is for debris removal and monitoring services, the water extraction for the June event.
Approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item 16C2 is approval of 2018 appropriation of general fund new source revenues as certified by the county auditor on September 4th in the amount of, and it's a revised amount of $469,128.01. And this will be going to the countywide contingency to fund various expenditures.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item 16C, 3 is approval of 2018 appropriation of funds for the Justice Court Building Security Fund in the amount of $8,281.72.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
And item 16C, 4A and B is approval of certification of revenues as certified by the county auditor and appropriation of those funds in the amount of $94,643.52.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you, Judge Commissioners.
Item 17, purchasing.
Good morning, Judge Commissioners.
Good morning.
Mr. Aguirre was going to present item 17-1A. Would you like for me to proceed with that item? Yes? Okay. 17A1, requesting exemption from competitive bidding requirement under Texas Local Government Code 262.024A4, a professional service.
So moved.
Item B,
Those in
accepted.
favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
B, acceptance and approval of a letter of engagement with Caso Law Firm in connection with legal matters, subject to legal review and compliance with all of Hidalgo County requirements submittals.
So moved.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 2A, requesting exemption under Texas Local Government Code 262024 by a state agency of the state.
Move for approval.
Second.
Item B,
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried.
Item B, requesting approval to purchase from Data Spec Inc., DBA Vetra Spec, procured and awarded by the Texas Veterans Commission through TVC, contract number 18262, as long as the TVC continues the renewals awarded, including the service through requisition 381575 to include annual service fee of $449 per license and one-time equipment charge totaling $1,185.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3, approval of the first year extension for Upper Valley Mail Services under the same rates, terms, and conditions.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B1, seeking ratification of the following fully executed change orders for contract C18-223-0731 with ServPro of Harlingen, San Benito for billback services for property at 1902 Joe Stevens as submitted through project engineer Happen Associates, subject to compliance. The 1295 was submitted, and if applicable.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
This includes all the change orders?
Right. This includes change order number 1, change order number 2, and change order number 3.
All right.
I would prefer you go ahead and have a second motion approving change order 1, 2, and 3.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item C1, requesting approval to purchase the following heavy equipment through Hidalgo County membership with Buy Board awarded contract 529-17, 515 through 16 for Commissioner Precinct 1. The 1295 was submitted, so we're good there.
Go to
For-
read those items.
Deere and Deere and Company, John Deere and Company, for $62,893.84, and Doggett for $257,014 with 90 cents.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
C2A, requesting approval of final negotiated professional services agreement with LNG Consulting and Engineering as it relates to professional engineering services for Precinct 1 for Mile 10 from Mile 6 to FM 1015. Approved for negotiation by...
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B, pursuant to Hidalgo County approval of professional service agreement with LNG Consulting Engineering with LNG, requesting approval of work authorization number 1 in the amount of $1,370,741.52 as it relates to professional engineering services for Precinct 1. Same
Move for
road.
approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item C, pursuant to approval of agreement with LNG, it's a request approval for the permit, the subcontracting of the following to provide corresponding services for Precinct 1, Precinct number 1, Mile 10 from Mile 6 through FM 1015.
Is that account for traffic county?
I'm sorry?
What is that for?
I believe this is all the information that they need in order to take us to public hearing on the new MPO project.
Okay, move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item 3A, acceptance and approval of interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and City of Elsa for certain improvements to Mile 6.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item B, in accordance with Section 791.014 of the Texas Government Code, requesting approval of the interlocal cooperation agreement in its desires to assist each other in multiple projects to be defined by mutual agreement in which both the city and the county would benefit from the outcome of the work by decreasing the cost of services and increasing the quality of life for both the citizens of the county and the city.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item D1, acceptance and approval of Fourth Amendment to current contract C14088-211 for the provision of professional consulting services in connection with Medicaid 1115 waiver, Texas Health Transformation and Quality Improvement Program with Kevin Nolting, DBA Nolting Consulting Services, due to the state of Texas extension of the 115 waiver program through 2020 as permitted under the terms of the agreement.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Item E1, approval and acceptance of the negotiated agreement between Hidalgo County and AMI Risk Consultants, ranked by Hidalgo County on 10/9/18, including the best and final offer for RFP number 2018-158-0808, YSS Workers' Compensation Loss and Funding Projections Actuarial Study.
Excuse me one second. Is this actuarial study for the workers' comp rates or for other insurance rates?
Workers' compensation.
If it's just workers' comp.
I'm not sure.
Set go. It's just the workers' comp, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Under open forum, did anybody sign up?
No, sir, we have no participants today. We do have closed session. Oh,
Walter,
I'm
you want to
sorry.
go back to,
Yeah, I apologize. Back to 10C, which was the approval of the 2019 holidays. Everybody's got a copy.
Well, this is like last year?
Yes, we're following the same schedule. There's 12 days, but just as a note, for Christmas 2019, the 2 days, I'm sorry, it's not 12, it's 13 with the 14 with for Thanksgiving and Christmas. just so that the court is aware that Christmas holidays are going to fall in the middle of the week. So it would be a Tuesday, December 24th, and Wednesday, December 25th. It's just the way that as the years go on the cycle. And so Thanksgiving fall on Thursday and Friday, but just so that everybody's well aware that those two particular holidays fall in the middle of the week.
Move for approval.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
We do have closed session.
Pursuant to Chapter 551071 and 072 of the Texas Government Code, I need a motion to proceed to executive session.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We will be in executive session.
We do have closed session.
Pursuant to Chapter 551071 and 072 of the Texas Government Code, I need a motion to proceed to executive session.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We will be in executive session.
Under open session 21, let me go back to item 20. There's no action under item 20A, and there's no action item under item 20B. A being an exemption, and B being an engagement. There's no action on either of those. Item 21 under open session. No action under real estate acquisition appropriation for same. No action under item 21B pending and or potential litigation. 21C claim of Cruz Garza, Judge Commissioners. I'd like settlement authority to make an offer in the amount of $120.
So moved. Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
My apologies, and just for the record, that's in settlement of. And so item 21D, claim of Maria del Carmen Taylor. Judge Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer for property damage, an offer in the amount of $7,870.84.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Claim of 21E, claim of Harlan Dottie. Judge Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority and settlement of property claim to make an offer in the amount of $2,652.68.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And claim of Raul Hinojosa. Judge Commissioners, I'd like settlement authority to make an offer and settlement of property damage or property claim in the amount of $7,912.18.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
There's no more action to be taken, and we do have Commissioners Court next week, November 6th.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, gentlemen.